Hello everyone, let's start the topic cofferdam. What is cofferdam? A cofferdam is temporary structure which is built in a river and lake etc. to remove water from an area, make it possible to carry on construction work under reasonably dry condition. Cofferdams are usually required for projects such as docks, dams and construction of bridge, piers and abutment. We discuss about requirements of cofferdam. The cofferdam should be reasonably watertight. It should be generally constructed at site of work. It should be so planned as to facilitate any dismantling and reuse of material. The material used in the construction of cofferdam are earth, steel, timber and concrete. The design and layout of a cofferdam should be that total cost of construction and maintenance and pumping is minimum. It should be stable against overturning, bursting and sliding under the waves and flood. The water to be excluded by cofferdam may be either groundwater or water lying above ground level. It may be deep or shallow and still or running. Now we discuss about necessity of cofferdams. The cofferdam are required in following different situations. When public and government property is situated close to the excavation, where there are chances of seepage of water in trenches from surrounding area, when it is required to construct a structure in riverbed, when structure is to be constructed on a seashore, when it is required to construct a structure on a bank of lake or inside the lake, when deep excavation are carried out in a coarse grain soil, when excavation is carried out below groundwater table, during deep excavation when sides of trenches are likely to collapse. Now we discuss about different uses of cofferdam. The following are the different uses of cofferdams. To facilitate pile driving operation, to place grillage and raft foundations, to construct foundation of pier and abutments of bridge, locks, dams, etc. To provide a working platform for the foundation of building when water is met with. To enclose a space for the removal of sunken vessels. To provide space for carrying out of foundation work without disturbing or damaging the adjoining structure such as building, pipeline, etc. Now next we discuss about the selection of type of cofferdam. The selection of type of cofferdam depends upon following different factors. The area to be protected by cofferdam, that is small area or a large area. The depth of water to be dealt with, that is shallow depth or deep depth. The possibility of overtopping by floods and tides and etc. The nature of bed on which the cofferdam is to rest, that is previous layer or an impervious layer. Velocity of flowing water. The possibility of scour due to reduction of waterway caused by construction of cofferdam. The availability of construction material in vicinity of site of work. Transportation facilities available. So these all are the different uses of cofferdam, selection of type of cofferdams, requirement and different necessity of cofferdam. Now we will discuss about types of cofferdams. The following are the most common types of the cofferdams. Number 1 is earthfill cofferdams, rockfill cofferdams, rockfill creep cofferdam, single wall cofferdam, suspended cofferdam, concrete cofferdam, cellular cofferdam and double wall cofferdam. Now next, dike. What is dike? A dike is an embankment of some material. The material commonly employed for the construction of a dike are earth, sandbags and rocks. The dikes are generally employed for a short duration, particularly to enable the construction of a more durable cofferdam behind them. These are the 3 types of dike. Number 1, earth dike or earthfill cofferdam. Second, rock dike or rockfill cofferdam. And third, sand bag dike or sand bag cofferdams. So first, earthfill cofferdam or earth dike. This is the simplest form of the cofferdam. It is essentially consists of an earthen embankment built around the area to be enclosed. It is constructed in place where the depth of water is not much, say around 1.3 to 1.8 meter, and velocity of flow is low. The top of embankment should be about 1 meter above the water level. The earth embankment should be built from a mixture of clay and sand or clay gravel. This is the figure of earthfill cofferdam. If the estimate quantity of clay is not easily obtainable, the banks may be constructed with a central clay wall, slopes of sand on either sides. In order to prevent the embankment from scouring due to the action of water, side slopes of bank on water side should be pitched with rubble boulders. When the construction of earthfill cofferdam is over, the water from inside is pumped out so as to leave a dry surface inside. The construction work of foundation is start. We will discuss about different advantages of earthfill cofferdams. Number 1. The problem of erosion in sand embankment can be solved by providing drainage ditch on outside edge. It is suitable for narrow and sluggish river. It is suitable for low and moderate head of water. These are cheaper as for wet condition sand is used and for dry condition clay is used.